welcome in. It's Friday, and I'm going to attempt to actually do something productive while I'm in here today, which honestly, I can't see it lasting for very long. But I thought, well, I need to make some spines for my mechie that I'm making. So as it's pretty mundane, I should be able to do it in the live. So here I am cutting spines for a mechie. A very, very hairy mechie right now. But I'm here, I'm roasting, but I'm having a kind of a bad day. So yes, I'm sorry, I'm in my PJs. I'm sorry. Getting dressed was not on the agenda for today. But heck, at least I'm dressed. And that's the main thing, huh? So we are nearing the end of October, which means that we're coming up to the members only giveaway very shortly. In fact, is it 7 days? Is it 7 days? No, 5 days. 5 days before the member giveaway. Ooh! And one more week until we spin the spinny wheelie thingy for the super chats and super stickers. So, all good. Now, let's have, oh, wrong one. Let's have a nosy who we've got in. I don't know how well my eyes are going to do because the light is shining right at them when I look at your chat. But we'll give it a go. We'll see what happens. First in, we have Miss Angela. Miss Angela, welcome in. Angela Wright says, hi, Lisa and Beany. I don't think she's in. I've got a feeling she's only just recently gone out, but she'll soon come back. Almost guarantee that one. And everyone in the chat, how are you doing today? I'm doing fine today, drinking water and working on a crochet drawstring beanie. She's whipping those beanies out. Not the cat beanie, the hat beanie. Welcome in, Angela. And there's Amarina. Miss Amarina's Crochet and Tell. She says, hello, Angela. And she's baking some homemade bread and listening. What sort of bread? Are we talking bread, milk bread, flavoured bread, baps, loaf? We need to know these things. You know, we need details. And there's Perp. Good evening, Perp. And yes, I've got them. Thank you. And she's so pretty. Oh, I want to suck her other youth. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. Welcome in. She says, hello, LadybirD. And beautiful Beany. Still nothing. I'm almost certain you're going to see before the end of the live, honestly. I'm so scared of cutting my pillow while I'm doing cushion while I'm doing this. Jennifer, welcome in. Miss Soggy. And Karen, happy Friday to you too, Miss Karen Y. She says happy Friday to everyone, including me and Beany. And Beany, you're going to have to say all your hellos to her again when she finally comes in. Thank you very much, Miss Jennifer. Just as it jumps at the most awkward times. Pin message. Okie dokie. So, pinned to the top of the chat, just up here, we should have the prayers and thoughts. Now, as I said last week, I was cutting down everyone that I had heard nothing from and that I wasn't sure whether they still needed them or not. And I've kept on the people that do need them at the moment. So if you are religious or if you are willing to give a thought please pray, please think of these people, because each of them are in need for different reasons. It might be health, it might be a little bit of strength, they might need a little bit of an uplift with positivity. Whichever it is, these are the people in need. So if you could, please do. Please. Please. And the question, oh, she did the question as well. Gosh, she is on it today. So the question of the live is, and I've forgotten what it is, and I've just jumped. Ooh, there it is. What was it? Do you think crying is a sign of weakness or a sign of strength? What is your opinion? I'll answer it straight away. I'll get mine over and done with. I think it depends on what you're crying about. It can mean either or neither at all. Sometimes it can show strength, because if you're around people that see it as a weakness and you're crying, you have the strength to do that crying in front of people. Sometimes you can be crying because you're so happy or so proud, and that's a strength of love, of caring. With regard to weakness, we're all human. Yeah, sorry. Even the trolls, even me, we're human, unfortunately. And we all have weaknesses. And there are sometimes things that make us sad, upset. If we lose somebody, if we can't do something that we really want to, if we've missed out on something, we show our weakness by crying, in a sense. And that's okay, because sometimes having that bit of a blub, it can actually pick you up. It can give you that motivation to carry on. So weakness or strength depends on the situation, but in a sense, they're both equal with each other. So that's my opinion. And you guys, you have yours. And I'm going to scroll down. Perhaps says, why don't you wrap that round a book and cut them all at once? And Beany's just walked in. It's kind of a really good idea if I had one. I hadn't even thought of that. If I had one the right size. Blame perp. Okay, I'm moving just for a moment. Just for a moment. I'm still here, but I'm just moving for a moment. Me moving. Oh, my word. Okay. Good idea, perp. Thank you. Why didn't I think of that? Because you're stupid. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. Okay. Maybe this book will be about right. Maybe. They're all saying hello to you, Miss Beans. Miss J. Paradise. I bet I've butchered that. I'm so sorry, Jay. Says hello to everyone. Hello with the wavies. Welcome in. I don't know what's going to happen here, but you're more than welcome in. More the merrier. Well, maybe not more the merrier. The more Lisa gets stressed. Yay! Got to be careful. It's one thing I'm dreading. If I ever have the amount of people that some do in lives, panic stations, you know? Panic stations. Karen says it makes too much sense, perp. She won't do it that way. I didn't even think of that. All right. I'm not not sensible and intelligent enough to think of these things. But now you're just going to see me waving my hand like this all the time. So perhaps made it annoying for all of you now. Marina, she says her answer to the question of the live is crying could be both. Depends on the circumstances. You see? You see? And nobody's right or wrong. If you say that crying is a weakness, you're not wrong. If you say that crying is a strength, you're not wrong. Nobody's going to slate you for your answer. It's your opinion. We're all allowed them. And she's making banana bread. You can keep it. I won't be sharing. I won't be asking for any. It's all yours. All yours. Perp says some people just have to do it the hard way. I wasn't thinking. That's the problem, Lisa. You don't think. I never think. I don't know how many of these flipping strands I've got to make, but I know it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a very hairy hedgehog. LadybirD. That's some people. Yeah. Look, if I have the idea, then I do it. But, you know, you've got to have a brain. And my brain ain't been working for most of the day. Well, most of my life. And there's Pat. Welcome in, Sparkles. That's Sparkles' Hope Chest. Now let me just scroll up again a little bit because it just jumped just as I saw Miss Sparkles. There she is. She says, hello, Lisa and everyone, with a double hug. Yep, a double hug. Extra big, just in case you missed anyone out. Welcome in, Pat. And there's Doris. Doris Artman says, hi, everyone. I nearly forgot how to do a heart. With a purple heart? Purple one. Purple nurple. Oh, we don't want purple nurples, but purple. Perp says, I didn't say that, but if the cap fits, thanks. I don't wear caps, so it don't fit. So, there you go. See, Karen, she doesn't like caps, but if she wore one, it fit perfectly. I used to have 3 or 4 baseball caps that I absolutely loved, and they suited me perfectly. And I think I only ever wore 2 of them, and one of them got me a date with somebody that I really wanted to be on a date with, and he said that that made me look so sexy, and yet I couldn't wear it after he'd said that because the migraine it gave me. Oh my word, hats and my head are not good. I've made hats for myself. I've had hats through Happy Mail given to me, and every now and again I want to wear the hats because they're pretty. But my head goes, heck no, let's bring migraine. And it's not much fun, really. Amarina says, Llama Mama Kayla? What? Who are we? Oh, is she in here and I missed her? What happened? What happened? Zara! Welcome in, Miss Zara. She says, hello, Miss Lisa, and everyone in chat. That's Zara Tabassum. No ads. Ain't you the lucky girl? See, every now and again, you luck out. Well done. I think that's enough for the moment. Let's just end it there and see what happens. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. There's the question of the live again, which is, do you, the one that can hear me or see this, do you think that crying is a sign of weakness or is a sign of strength or something else? Karen says she took someone's advice. Yeah, well, you know, occasionally, Not all the time, but occasionally. It's a very, very, very hairy hedgehog. Very, very hairy hedgehog. Or maybe some new bangs for me to hide my massive forehead. Maybe. I hope I got the terminology of a fringe correct for the Americans. I might have got that wrong. It might be a certain style of fringe. I don't know. Put it out there. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And then we can turn around and say, well, what's new? Perp says, I'm going to make a note of it, Karen. It might never happen again. Well, thank you very much, Perp. Thanks. You two are so motivational. Thanks. Riggles, Miss Barbara Wriggle Baker. She says, hi from my little corner of Kentucky. Welcome in, Miss Riggles. How did all the partying go? Were you party pooped? Or did it all go absolutely wonderfully and you want to do it all again? Miss Angela is back. Welcome back, Angela. And Sharon. Good evening, Sharon. That's Sharon Sutcliffe. She says, hi all. I do apologise if I doze off. Hard night at work last night and only slept for 2 hours. 2 hours? Are you having a bit of a poop time too? Tell you what, I'll mallet your noggin if you can mallet mine. We'll do it together on the count of 3. I hope you do nod off. I hope I bore you enough that you do nod off, because that'll be a plus. I'll have done something good. Pep says, I like annoying people. I am annoying. No, I wouldn't call you annoying. Soggy is annoying. Soggy can be very annoying. Who else in here is annoying? Joe can be annoying sometimes, but I don't know if he's in yet or not. Annoying's a strong word. Some people do, some people don't. Sharon's on a be right back. Perp says you need 20 more than you do. Will always be a few short. Oh, for sure. I mean, I'm just doing it handful by handful by handful because this guy is going to take forever. If anybody doesn't know what the heck I'm doing, it's my Thursday crocheting quiet time that I talk all the way through. Well, practically. So I've made the start of, see, the further away it looks better. It's the start of a hedgehog, but it needs its spines. And that's its spines so far, because I'm not going to cut them until all of the back is covered. And I need to cover the back, but it's really, really time consuming. And I'm sure somebody's going to go, you should have used eyelash yarn. That's not what the pattern says. I don't have eyelash yarn, and I'm doing it the way that not only the pattern says, but also the way that I can, because I've got all the little bits. I'll take my time with it. Maybe I might actually make it look better. Maybe. I mean, the poor thing, it's gonna look pretty much disabled when I'm finished with it anyway, but you know, I just hope it kind of resembles a hedgehog, even if it's a hedgehog that's been flattened by a bunny. Yeah. Miss Joy Reynolds, Sandy sent you over? Really? No, I don't believe it. No. Joy Reynolds, welcome in. And Maritza, I haven't seen Maritza for ages. She says, hola, hola. Hello, Miss Maritza. Welcome in. Wow. feel kind of honoured now. I wonder if Miss Sandy will be along as well, so I can thank her. Maritza says, I'm guessing it is a question of the live. Strength for sure. Got to let it all out and move forward. Yes. See, that's another thing. If you just let it out rather than holding it back and burying it, it's out. If you bury it and put it back and compartmentalize it, it'll come out at some point. At some point, that storage of all those little compartments will get overfilled, and then so it's better to get it out. Very much. So that question of the live is, do you think crying is a sign of weakness or strength? Please start your answer with QotL, which is question of the live. And that will help me know what you're on about, because I've got a brain like a moldy fart. Useless. Completely useless. Doris says, very adorable hedgehog. I feel so sorry for it that I'm making it. But this is only my second amigurumi. And practice, you know, it's all practice. But thank you. I've jumped again. There we go. Joyce says her answer to the question of the live is strength. I always feel better after a good cry. There you go. Whether you're happy or sad crying, it can sometimes and very often just be a really great relief. And weight off your shoulders is just wonderful sometimes. And Marina, Kayla and her family, that have a look at Marina. Kayla's in there. Kayla's in there. Don't encourage her, Karen. Oh my gosh. Yes, Perp. Yes, I'm reading it out loud. Yes, Perp. Mark that down for the history box. I should be used to her telling me, no, that won't work. I'm not that bad. I mean, come on. I'm not that bad. If I was that bad, what are you doing here? You wait. Next week, I'm going to go 2 hours early on the chat. Live chat thing. And I ain't going to tell you, Karen. I ain't going to tell you. Now, this could be... Now, I apologise if I get this wrong. It could be the same as my name, which is Johanna, or it could be Johanna. I don't know which one it is, but I'm going to go with Johanna because it's my name. So Johanna says, hello, everyone, with the purple heart. And I say, welcome in. Nice to have you over here. Spread a little smile. Soggy, Jennifer. She says, me? What did I do? What do you ever do, Soggy? What do you ever do? You make me roll my eyes constantly. Constantly. As an example, yes, I'm going to use it as an example. She had an email, and instead of reading the email, which is sent from YouTube to her, she said to me, what does this mean? And I said, it means this, but if you read the email, you'd know that. But I didn't want to. Oh, soggy britches. Riggles says she is party pooped, but have to go there again this Saturday. I thought everyone was coming to you. You went there. Oh, good to get away from the home sometimes. Got to go there again this Saturday, tomorrow. Bonus son needs to use the bobcat. I hope there's no cats under the bobcat. Welcome in, Mr. Joe. Garden State Gardener says, hi, Lisa. Hi, Mr. Joe. Welcome in. Scrolly. For anybody that doesn't know, I won't say hello. I won't read out your messages if they're to each other, but if they're generalized, I'll read them out. So if you were to turn around and say, hello, Dorothy, I won't read the hello, Dorothy out loud. That's between you two. You know, it's a little private matter thing going on, and I don't like to intrude very often. And now Riggles has said a by the way, and I'm waiting for the by the way bit. By the way. Yeah, I'm waiting. Joe, welcoming everyone. Thank you very much for keeping it in one place, Mr. Joe. Riggles says, I love the boxes of goodies. It's kind of funky, huh? They're called exploding boxes. And yeah, I just thought she's a crafty woman. I'm almost certain things will help. So I just kind of gathered. I played little squirrel nutkin and gathered. I was hoping you'd like it. Joy to the world again. Oh my God, shush. Joy says, looks like a porcupine with a long hair. It does at the moment. It does. Or a very, very hairy bug. But it will be finished in next Thursday's video. I'm gradually adding to it through this week as much as I can, but it will get finished on camera, including like adding to the wreath on camera. If anybody wants to know, where did I put it? What it's supposed to look like when it's finished. Yeah, it's never going to look like that, but you know, the girl can try. So it's supposed to look like that one down there with all the oak leaves and the 2 acorns at the top. Yeah, it's not going to look exactly like that, but I'm going to do the nose this week, which I'm kind of semi-dreading because I can't embroider a straight line, let alone a nose. And I know it's just going to be an up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down thing like 5 or 6 times. And I should be good, but I know my skills or lack of. So we'll see what happens. Question of the live, if you're willing to answer. Oh, I'm having a hot flush. Question of the live is, do you think crying is a sign of weakness or a sign of strength? Wriggles says it's both. I wonder if she's going to elaborate for us or if she's just going to keep it like that. Miss Wriggles? Sparkles says, her answer to the question of the live, strength. It takes a strong person to face hard times and let out the pain. Well done, you. That's a really, really good answer. Well done, Sparkles. Karen says 9.5 times out of 10. That's what I hear from. No. Maybe you want to hear that, or you think you hear that a lot. I don't say no. That won't work very often at all. In fact, I don't even know what I would have said. No, that won't work. Apart from last week with the injection, but that's because I had a plan in place. But that doesn't count. Michelle, she's in. She made it. Welcome in. Michelle, it's Underwood, if I remember rightly. AKA Yanni Disaster. Sounds like most of my whips. She says, hello, everyone. At work, but jumped in to show my support with a red heart. Thank you for your card. You got it. Thank you for letting me know. Soggy, can you just message me saying Michelle equals card, please? Thank you for letting me know, Michelle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Soggy says, I'm an angel. Really? Really? With a bucket of salt, maybe? Maybe? Marina says, it says Kayla. I was seeing if that was the same one. It's the same one. Yes. Rather than have her whole name. Her official name is Kayla. So I've got it down as Kayla. And that's purely because if I put Llama Mama Kayla, it takes up way more room. So as people want to come onto the prayers and thoughts list, it gives that opportunity to add more names. Missy's channel says, hi! Welcome in, Missy. Nice to see a new face. Hello, hello, hello. I mean, I can't see your face. I can see a beautiful sunset. I'm going with sunset. I don't think it's a sunrise. I'm going with the sunset. Very, very pretty. Oh my gosh, she's at it again. Mr. Joe has given a membership to, let me scroll down. Oh, Nancy Alley. Now, hang on. Hang on. We need her in now. Didn't Nancy have one before? I can't remember. Me and my colander head. But thank you, Mr. Joe. I hope she pops in. I hope she sees it. I'm still unsure whether people get a email or not. But, you know, if I hear from them outside of the live, I'll show you. So thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Miss Amarina says, now on the subject of crying, I seem to cry at the drop of a hat here recently. Woman change. You're going through your menopause? Hi. We'll leave it at that. And weirdly, I'm usually, I can get emotional pretty quick. And that was a symptom that I was expecting. Either like full-blown anger at everything or full-blown at everything. No different, I don't think. Sharon says, sorry, had to order a birthday present for my son's birthday. Kids, what did you get him? I won't tell him. What did you get? What you get? I want to know. I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. Sorry. Dear me. Sharon says her answer to the question of the live is, I feel weak when I cry. I know I shouldn't, but that's just me. That's probably because you've been made to feel like that in your past. And let's face it, when you cry, it puts you in a vulnerable position, but how you come away from that determines whether that was a weak point or a strong point. That will depend on the person. Scroll it down. There we go. Michelle says crying is definitely a sign of strength. Elaborate, Michelle. Elaborate. Tell us what makes you say that it's a sign of strength. There's no right or wrong answers with the question of the live. It's your opinion and your opinion only. Nobody can tell you whether you're right or wrong. Your opinion. There you go. I'm going to read that out loud, even though Mr. Joe said it to Doris. He said, you never know who can get a membership from the YouTube memberships because YouTube picks them out. I wish they could fix that. I wish they could as well. So what happens is, for those that no clue what we're going on about, for some channels like this one, where we have monetization, and we can have people as members, not just subscribers, but members on the channel. If they wish to, a member can gift somebody a month's worth of the first level of membership. So for me, if a gift of membership is given, then that would make the person for an entire month a sprouting seedling, which gives them all the new emojis. I'm sure somebody will demonstrate one or two shortly. I know Perp definitely has, and I know Karen has in here already. Each channel has their own custom emojis if they've set them up, but it gives somebody a little bit of a uplift, and it helps them stand out in the chat a little bit because they change color to me. I don't know if they change. Yeah, they do change color to other people as well, but it just helps them stick out a little bit. But they get the first level for an entire month, which also means they need to get a hold of me so that I can send them a little something. Amarina says, what book or magazine is that? The Reef book. It's in English terminology, but it's crocheted wreaths for the home. And the really bad thing is, right now I'm making this wreath, and flipping expensive, but they say buy one of all of these and then one of all of these, and that will do you. So there's been 6 where one wasn't enough, you needed 2, and thankfully from one person in here, Miss Perp, and one person that may or may not be lurking, Miss Natalie, have both sent me the ones that I needed to boost that up because it lied. But not only that, I've also got 2 which I didn't need at all. Like, it says that you need these, but you don't, because there's nothing to make with these 2. So the money's been wasted. Scapio's Katona, by the way. 20 grams and 10 grams. That's the 20 gram one. And then a little 10 gram one. Now, granted, they're really cheap because they're only 10 and 20 grams. Well, I say really cheap, but they're pure cotton and lovely to work with. But why tell me I need something when you don't even put it in the pattern? Why? Made me quite angry. Grr. Grr. Karen said, last Friday when I suggested walking over to the pub for free boxes. Oh. Yeah, because they don't do boxes. That wasn't me saying, no, it won't work. They don't have boxes at all. They'll have like tray things. Wine bottles come in plastic crates, and beer bottles and the other little Alco pops, I guess. They come in like a tray that's about that deep and then covered in cellophane and tat. And this pub don't do crisps. Otherwise I go, oh, they might have a couple of crisp boxes, but they don't do boxes. So it was kind of it wasn't me saying, no, it won't work. It's no, they don't have any. They wouldn't do any. But I did go to the post office, which I think I told you. I went to the post office and grabbed a couple of boxes. And on Monday, I need to go again and say, excuse me, Mr. Michael. Excuse me. Can I have a little couple of boxes, please? And then I've got to make it up and tape it up. Tape it up. I'll take it. Scroll it down. Oh my gosh, those cats. Riggles says, her answer to the question of the life, she's elaborating. It is a sign of strength when you're crying because you are sad, upset, or happy, but a sign of weakness if you are doing it because you are mad. You need to learn to express that feeling. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. I hadn't thought of crying with madness and rage. I suppose because I'm thinking of a certain person right now who expresses their rage by shouting and spitting. So water does come from their face, just the wrong orifice. Instead of suppressing it and crying because you are. I'd never thought of that. Never thought of crying with madness. Good point. I'm going to take a slurp at that. Bear with me. Bear with me. Sorry, needed that. Mr. Joe says, don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't hit it. Don't hit it. Gently caress. The thumbs up is your friend. It turns blue. Blue is your friend. Caress the thumb. That could be taken so many wrong ways. Okay. Yeah, hit it if you like. Miss Ivy, welcome in. Ivy B Creates, one of our new members. She says, hello, LadybirD and everyone. Welcome in, Miss Ivy. She's been a busy bee on her channel. Busy bee. Welcome in. Sharon says, yes, having a poop time. Hey ho. Yeah, but what you're buying your son? I want to know what you're buying your son. I want to know. I want to know what the pretty is. There you go. Michelle's found one of the emojis for the members, which is the rainbow star, because every colour should be accepted. And you're all stars, no matter who or what you are. You are a star in a way, or two ways, or even a lot of ways. But we're all little stars. Some of us maybe shine a little bit dimmer than others, like me, a little bit dimmer. And some are so bright they blind you, but we're all stars. Michelle says, crying shows you have feelings, and it also makes you feel better to let it all out. You see, got another answer that, excuse me, that said about letting it out. You see, multiple people. There you go, Joe. Joe's showing all the emojis. So we've got the putty tat. I would love to have done a black and white one because Beany is black and white. But if you've got the white background on YouTube, you're only going to see black splodges. And if you've got the black background on YouTube, all you're going to see is white splodges, and it won't mean anything. So I had to do a completely different coloured cat. It's very awkward. But we've got the cat, we've got the paw print, we've got the blue sparkly sapphire gem. We have the little flower in a vase, blooming lovely. We have a handful of Twizzlers. Sharon! Twizzlers! £1.80 at Morrison's. And they do red vines as well. But you get 6 in a pack, I think. £1.80 for 6. What a rip-off. And we have the tea bag because I'm English. I like me tea. Don't tip it, Lisa. Don't tip it. It's tea, okay? It's tea. And then the la because I'm Lisa LadybirD. La. La, 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 la. And cheesecake, which is the best dessert in the world to me. And the dice, the blue dice, because every now and again we play a game. So question of the life. Thank you, Miss Jennifer. She says, the question of the life is, do you think crying is a sign of weakness or a sign of strength? And there's Miss Nancy. Nancy, welcome to membership. Welcome, welcome. Nancy. Please, please, please send me an email. I really hope you're still in here. Nancy, please send me an email at lisaladybird@googlemail.com. It's in the description down there. Please, please, please send me an email ASAP. I need your address, your birthday, and your favorite color at least. Please, please, please. And actually, do you know what? I'll say that while I'm thinking. Sorry, I've got to move because owie. While I've got that in my noggin, for anybody who is willing to go into my Nosey Notebook, I have a Nosey Notebook which has names, addresses, and little bits of info, so that if ever I fancy sending happy mail here or there, I can send it and hope that it'll be something that is liked. Also, if you win one of my giveaways, I can get your stuff out to you a lot quicker. And sometimes it could be just to surprise you. But the Nosey Notebook, I think a fair few of you in here are in my Nosey Notebook. But if you're willing to answer some questions, you don't have to answer them all. But if you're willing, I can send you a list in an email. Answer what you like, that you're willing to. Don't answer things that you don't want to. And then I can add you to my Nosey Notebook, which could benefit you. It could. But anyway, we'll get back to Miss Nancy Alley, who's in. She's in. She says, oh, hi. One of your friends are so kind, bought me another membership. There you go. I knew she was a member. I knew it. That was Mr. Joe. She says, I'm working and lurking. She's working, lurking, kirking. Don't tell anyone. Scrolly down. Miss Amarina. Oh, did you get my message, Amarina, on WhatsApp? Did you? Thank you, Miss Amarina. I appreciate the little super chat. Thank you. Or she's just letting me know that I'm a star as well, because there's lots and lots of stars on there. I'm a little dim one. But still, I'm one, and it counts. Welcome home again. Hi. Hello. I heard you ring in. I know you're in here. She's in here. Thank you, Miss Amarina. Thank you. Nancy says thanks to Perp. And hi, and thank you all. Oh, hang on. I jumped. There we go. Are you going to come and say hello to people? No, we're going to lick the scratch board instead. Okay. Ivy says, yes, thank you for membership, whomever. It was Mr. Joe, Garden State Gardener, who's been dishing out little memberships here and there to people. Sandy Deathridge, welcome in. Did you get it sorted? Did you get it sorted? You know what I mean. She says, hi, Lisa and Beany and everyone. I mean, I would point the camera at Beany, but I think it's better not to at the moment. As the bra would say, she's playing the cello right now. So not a good thing to put on camera. Nancy says, I make a mean cheesecake, but I am not a fan. If you had said I am not a flan, that would have been really funny. I really, 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 more than any other, prefer plain New York vanilla, dead basic cheesecake. Nothing else. But I definitely eat them with flavorings. But dead old plain, boring cheesecakes. And I've never made myself one. I've made cheesecakes for the people. Haven't made myself one. Hang on. I missed something. Where did I get to? Riggles says, or in some cases, lots of info. You know, I forget my train of thought after I've said it. So I'm a little bit lost. What has lots of info? Oh, the Nosey Notebook. Nosey Notebook. I mean, in some cases, I get given an entire new book to put into my Nosey Notebook. And then I have to try and cram everything that's relevant and needed into a very, very, very small space. Look at that. I got on that quick. My brain was working for a moment. Won't last. Nancy sent me an email. Haven't got it yet. I've got one from Marina, but I haven't got one from Miss Nancy. But I do have a very, very pink spinny wheelie thingy for Breast Cancer Month. And wearing my pink and my pink. I can't wait to disinfect myself in November. Thank you, Nancy. If you sent it, thank you. Oh, I've got something in my inbox. There it is. Okie dokie. Got it, Nancy. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. And there's Suzanne. Beany, really? Oh my gosh. The poses that woman pulls. Hooked by Suze. She says, hi there, Lisa and everyone. Where is? Welcome in, Suzanne. Oh my gosh. I so want you to see Beany, just so you know that she's still here. But I just cannot show you this. It's just so fun. Going on to the cheesy tootsies now. Extra cheese. Scrolling up a little bit more. Where did I get to? Oh my gosh, I hate it when it jumps. It drives me nuts. So I've got to go find everything again. There we go. Nancy says there are 16 people watching and 17 likes. That's a bonus, isn't it? Makes a change. Perp is showing some bean love. Yeah, you don't want to show her love right now. She's eating cheese. You coming up? Come on. Yes, my love. Hello. You're going to come for a cuddle? You're going to come for a cuddle? Very loud. Very loud. You come in for a cuddle? If you are, I've got to move the camera because I've got to do that before you sit down. Come on then. Come on then. Come on then, because I need to get back to the live. Come on. You come in. Come on. Good girl. You good? You good? Okay. And there's Christine Johnstone, sorry. Welcoming Christine. She says, hi, Beany. Hi, Beany. Not going to show any love to him at all, are you? Sandy sorted it. Good. I didn't want you missing out, Sandy, so I thought I better tell you. Look at that. Perp says, beautiful bean. I can't do me emojis now because I haven't got another hand because I'm holding a bean butt. Miss Perp said, you're beautiful. I know, I thought the same. There you go. Nancy is saying thank you to Mr. Joe. Sarah says, Miss Lisa, I've been here listening all the time. Any update from Debra? She isn't around on YouTube streets. No, she isn't. I have messaged her. In fact, I'll tell you. Since the 27th of September, 1, 2, 3, 4 messages from me in little spaced out things. And I thought she had deleted the messenger, and she said, she got back to me with that and said, no, haven't been getting notifications. Messaged her straight after that, and she saw it and she read it, and it did have questions in it. And there's been no reply. And I messaged her again on Tuesday and she hasn't seen it. I've emailed her as well. Nothing. I've left 2 comments on her videos. Nothing. Honestly, I don't know. No word that I am aware of that I can let you know. But I have been trying. Oh, Amarina's been naughty. What did she do? Let's have a look. What did Nightbot tell her off for? Yes, I received your message. I responded. You did? Okie dokie. Got it. Hang on. I've just jumped again. Oh, can we have a break in the chat, please? Because we're already at that time where we're going to do Linky Doodabs. Are you okay there? You're very hot. Hot furs. Riggles says, boxed or from scratch? Hang on, what's boxed or from scratch? Boxed or from scratch? Boxed or made from scratch? Are we talking cheesecake? Okay, Amarina says, Beany. She's not happy. I'm guessing it's because of the light. But her tail is... Oh, the cheesecake? Oh, heck. Homemade is a bonus, but even boxed, I don't care. Cheesecake is cheesecake. Jennifer says, drop the question. Question of the live is, do you think that crying is a weakness or a strength? There is no right or wrong answer, but let us know what you think. Let us know what your opinion is. There you go. Sandy says, hi, Beany. So they're all saying hello to you. Nothing. Doris even said, hi, sweet Beany. I mean, I wouldn't want to taste you because I'd have to get past all the fur. And I don't know about you being sweet. Probably more savoury. More savoury. And Marina says, Beany, it's not that kind of channel. I know. That's why I didn't dare turn the camera around, because it's really not that kind of channel. Karen, Beany cuddles. Oh, well, I don't know if we're going to go into cuddles. We might, but I doubt it because she isn't happy. But we might. We'll find out. Jennifer says, her answer to the question of the live, I think crying shows strength, and reaching out when you need a shoulder to lean on is something I'm learning. Are you? I hope you are. I hope you are. Heed those words, girl. Heed those words. Doris says, snuggly camouflage, Beany. Your snuggly camouflage. Your white goes with the speckles on my dressing gown. Oh, she's settling because she's starting to do a I'm asleep breathing. Nancy says, sorry, I have to go to a meeting at 2 p.m. my time. Talk to you later. Take care, Miss Nancy. Thank you. Zara says, I hope all is well at her end. Thank you, Lisa. Kiss, kiss to Beans. Kiss, kiss to Beans. Is that nice? Is it nice? That's from Zara. I know it woke you up, but, you know, Zara sent you kisses. I had to give you kisses. There we go. Okay, we are down to the break in the chat. Thank you very, very much. We have the break in the chat, which means we are going to be looking for creators. If there are any creators in here that would like their link dropping, speak now or forever hold your peace. Just put in the chat, please, if there is a lurking channel creator here, just put in the chat, please. And this is a time that we will drop your link. I will give you a couple of minutes. Well done, Jennifer. Thank you. And Marina's purring at you. I'm so hot. It's like having a hot water bottle under my armpit. Any channel creators, now is your time to speak up. All you need is the word please. That's it. And then after we've done Linky Doodads, we can get back to the chat again. And I can't even show you my cow. While we're waiting, just to see if there is anybody. For those who want an update. Oh. I thought the paw was going to come across then. For those that want an update. For those that know, for those that don't know. Last month, I started a new lifestyle to try and get rid of some of my flab, to be healthier, to be able to be better off during surgery, to be able to move around a little bit better, and for a lot of hygiene reasons. And the first weigh-in I did was, do you mind? I lost 2.5 kilos, and I did another weigh-in this Monday just gone, and I lost another 2.5 kilos. So we're looking about £4. I think I haven't even looked it up. I'm sure somebody in here will have a nosy. What do we, that will do, Joe. That will do. That's perfect. Start writing out your advert. Drop it when you like, because you're the only one. So go for it. Give us your sales speech, and then Jennifer will do your link for you. I think it's about £4. So in total, around £8 in just under 2 months, I think. But it's a whole lifestyle, so it's not a case of I'm dieting, I need to get rid of some weight. Oh, there's Miss Michelle. Welcome in. I haven't seen you for ages. Hang on. Oh my gosh, people are talking. Hang on. We're waiting for Mr. Joe to do his droppy thingy doodabs. Thank you, Perp. Okay, so in total, I've lost around £10 then in weight. Thank you very much, Mr. Joe. Garden State Gardener. Now everyone can talk again. We can open the chat. The chat is back. Joe says, Sunday fun day, 7 till 9 EST. Have a great interview to start my live on Sunday with cooking at Pam's place. Container crop and give out seeds, yard and cooking stuff this week. Going to be a blast. I got you. Love. Start your live. Fat fingers. It's another thing that I've got to sort out, the new lifestyle. Get rid of the fat fingers. Sandy. Oh, hang on. Did I miss Marina? There you go. If you could, please, Jennifer. Marina's Crochet and Tell says, I've been away a bit, but I'm coming back. I thought you were really in the debating stage with that. But she's coming back. She says, my channel is for chit chat, tutorials, and yarny goodness. Thank you very much, Jennifer. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Sandy, Ingrid, her health is extremely bad right now. The past month has been extremely trying for her, and on top of everything else, her part of South Africa is having 3 lots of load shedding a day right now. And load shedding is they go without power, like there is no electricity at all. Zippo, zilch, nada across the town, the village, the city, wherever they are. They will take it in turns in South Africa to have different times that it's off. And she's only got power for around an hour to an hour and a half at the most during waking hours at the moment. So she's not having much of a fun time right now. There was something else. What did I miss Michelle. I missed Michelle. She's a lurking, working gherkin. It's nice to see you again, Miss Michelle, because I haven't seen you for a little while. Now, where did people go? We all went all quiet. Did I miss anybody else? Doris showing some love. And Marina purring at the beanses. No, we're done. So yeah, my new lifestyle is working, which is a bonus. And in a sense, I've got to kind of do that because I'm going through some medical stuff right now, which means that I should be putting on a lot of weight. And the fact that I'm losing can only mean that I'm doing something right. Woohoo! Sandy said, I said, hi, Ingrid will be in my prayers. Yep, she's up in the prayer prayer list up there. But Miss Sandy Deathridge sends you hugs and prayers. Ta-da! Done. Oh, Secret Santa. Oh, Secret Santa. Whoa. Yeah, I'm quite chuffed. I thought you were going to get all snuggly then. I'm quite chuffed. It's still going to happen. The lifestyle is going to continue. There's been all the changes have been kind of gradual, but they're clearly working. So sticking with it. Perhaps says, have you got both emails for Monday? Yes, I let you know at the start of the live. I've got both of them, and she's so pretty. Yes, I've got them. Thank you. Miss Michelle. Michelle's music some more. Welcome in, Miss Michelle. She says hello. She says hello. There is a bean here. I know she's camouflaged, but there's definitely a beanie here. Honest. Riggles says, I've just been watching what I eat a little better, and I've also lost 10 pounds. See, she's doing better than I am. Woohoo! Well done, Miss Riggles. Well done. See, now all I've changed really on a normal eating day. In fact, no, normal eating days, I haven't changed anything. On my fasting days, which is twice a week, I do a fast day. On that day, I have breakfast and I have something hot as a meal later on, and that's it. I'm just missing out on having the sandwich at tea time, and I'm changing the time when I have my breakfast. And that's it. There's no other difference apart from taking the sandwich out. But just taking that out, it's working. I'm cutting out the red meat. As soon as all the red meat in my freezer's done and eaten, no more red meat, because I'm going to be a pesky-politarian. Pescopolitarian. But pesky, because I'm pesky. And in the next 2 weeks to a month, I'm cutting my semi-skimmed milk down to skimmed milk, which I'm kind of dreading because it's just like white water. But I've got to do it. I've got to do it. If I want to do things properly, I've got to do things properly. It's going down. Doris says, great progress, Lisa. Good job, Riggles. Sandy says, congratulations, Lisa. I'm trying to do the keto diet. Don't do diets. Do not do diets. What is the point in a diet? If you're successful in a diet, woohoo, I've lost all that weight. Now I'm going back to what I used to eat normally. Then you put it all back on again. Changing your lifestyle is the key. If you want to lose the weight and keep it off, and you've really got the mindset for it, you do the lifestyle change. Change little things, and the little things will become big things that will really, really help you. Michelle says, I'm spinning today. Now, Michelle, this could be one of two things. Are you spinning as in on a cycle spinning? Or are you spinning as in spinning yarn or wool? I'd rather say wool, but you know, yarn. Doris says, I'm doing intermittent fasting. Stop eating in the evening and then wait till noon or so to start again. That's sort of kind of one of the bits that I've got. I do 2 weeks of fasting, no more than 800 calories per day, but I do not have breakfast until 11 a.m. And then the next meal is at 5, and then that is it. And I can't eat later than 6. That is it. 3 weeks after those 2, I will have 5 days of normal eating and 2 days of fasting from maximum 600 calories for the 2 days. Can eat whatever you like on your normal days. Just make sure your fasting days are 600 and you kind of make up for it. But having the breakfast later, oh my gosh, that's the hardest thing for me. For me personally, eating that late, starting to eat that late, I'm struggling. I'm doing it, but I'm struggling. I just want to fall into the routine a little bit quicker, really. Michelle is spinning yarn. Now, is this your own, or is it something that somebody bought you, or is it yarn that is kind of in the state of pure fiber at the moment? We need to know. We need to know details, Miss Michelle. Details. Riggles says, it has been hard with the family visiting, I bet, and going out to eat, then the birthday parties with cake. But we've cut way back on the bread. See, that's a bonus. Starchy stuff and carbs, that's a big thing. That's something that I struggled with about 4 or 5 years ago. Most of my meals were pasta. Yes, it might be wholemeal pasta, or whole wheat pasta. But I was eating pasta about 5 times a week and bread every single day. And let's face it, even now I have bread every single day. But it's being sensible and knowing what's right and what's not. And, you know, you can do it. If you've got willpower, you can do it. Anybody can do it. Sandy says, well, everyone, I'm having to go. Time to pick up my nephew. Take care, Sandy. Sorry, I didn't want to wake you. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I love you. Getting told off with those eyes. Perp says, I don't eat breakfast, just have 2 cups of tea. Are you, or did you used to be a smoker? Query. Doris said, I found it's easy for me to stop eating earlier in the evening than to go very long in the morning. One thing you've always got to take into account is the closer you eat to bedtime, how are you going to work off those calories before you get into bed? Because when you're in bed, well, depending on the strenuous activities in bed, when you go to bed, you're not going to be able to work off the calories that you've just eaten. So you've got to be sensible that your last meal gives you time to work off those calories. But yeah, I'm struggling in the morning. It's messing with me a fair bit. I'm used to eating at like 8 a.m. because by then I've already been awake 2-3 hours and I'm ready for my breakfast. But now, oh my gosh, it's like 5 or 6 hours later. It's driving me nuts. Michelle says, I bought a spinning wheel and I'm spinning fibre. I just ordered my first lamb fleece. Oh I bet that set you back a bit. Oh, are you colouring it? Are you leaving it naturel? Are we going to see? Are we going to see? Are you putting it on your channel? Ha ha ha. I need to know now. Need to know. Michelle says, no, not Michelle says, Doris is saying take care to Sandy. Perp says, yes, stopped in 2014. There, that settled that then. I'm not saying every, but the majority of smokers I've come across never do breakfast because they just use a cigarette to suppress. And then they get into that kind of rut of, no, even if I've quit, I don't have breakfast. A couple of cups of caffeine stuff and I'm good. I'm good to go. But your body needs fuel. Bodies need fuel. Ray! Welcome in, Ray. Ray's Yarn Addiction. Now, Miss Ray, she does like her emojis, but not Bot keeps telling her off because Ray likes to do emojis like every couple of words. But she always likes to finish off with her signature of the black heart, the yarn, and another black heart. But I can't do the emojis because I've got a fuzzball stuck to me. Yes, you fuzzball. Love you. You're making me feel conscious. Stop it. Purr's getting louder. It's like a little motorboat in under my armpit. There you go. Miss Ray says hiya with her black heart, her yarn ball, and another black heart. Welcome in, Miss Ray. Jennifer has dropped the question of the live again. For those who are willing to answer, there is no right or wrong answer. But do you think, your opinion, do you think crying is a sign of weakness? Thanks, just kick my boob a bit more, why don't you? Do you think crying is a sign of weakness or strength? Your opinion. That's all it is. Not right or wrong, just an opinion. Michelle says, I want it natural colour. Good girl. Yes, it will be on my channel when I get it. My goal is to spin enough to make myself a sweater out of blue face. Is that blue face? I'm guessing, like pure guessing. I think it's the only sheep that I actually know the type name of. Let's wait, you know, I'll get it wrong. I'll get it wrong. Yes, woohoo! Got it right. Bring on the blue. I mean, it's not literally blue, but their faces are kind of a grey blue, which is why they're called blue face. The stare. Yeah, Doris, the stare. Every night. The stare. Up to 2 hours sometimes before it's time for the F word, I get stared at. Different parts of the room. It might be, she might be on my shoulder. She might be here. She might be literally at the foot of the sofa. She might be across the room. Doesn't matter where she puts herself. I get stared at until that time. And she'll move every now and again to a different position and just carry on staring. It drives me nuts. It's funny, but at the same time, not funny. Not funny. Sent you a picture to brighten your day. Oh my gosh, please, no. Little chickadee, she got a wound on her. Bless her. I've got a horror story to go with your pictures, Riggles. It's not going to be very nice because, you know, it's a horror story. But I'll fill you in. When I was When I was just a little girl, my mother told me this little tale. I don't know how old I was, but it was pre-teen. So we're looking a little while ago. Yes? Please don't stare at me. Getting stared at already. My mother's best friend took in a stray cat because her toddler daughter took a shine to this cat that kept coming in the garden. And she took her in the end. Rather than feeding her just outside, she fed it inside. And one day, they'd realised, thank you, they'd realised she'd gone, and they thought that she was pregnant, and she must have gone off to have the kittens. And a couple of days later, my mother's friend was cleaning out the laundry from the washing machine, and there were 4 kittens that had been put through the wash. No sign of mum. They had no idea that the kittens were in there. But bye-bye kittens. Perp says, I'm learning to spin with a drop spindle. Rubbish at it, but love it. Yep, practice makes perfect, girly. Practice makes perfect. Nobody can go into the start of a new skill and be an expert that quick. I don't know if you can tell the position she's in, but it's like, oh. I'm getting a hug. We've got a paw here, stretched over. I'm getting a Beany cuddle. Getting a Beany cuddle. Some of Beany's besties have seen some of the pictures where she's given me a cuddle, but I don't think I've ever caught it on camera, and it's a dark live, so I don't even know how much you can see and can't see, but getting a Beany hug. No wound. Oh, it's just her then. It's just her. Blueface Leicester. I probably didn't spell it right. Not quite. You missed out a C and an E. But I know. They're literally the only ones that I know the name of. Don't know any others. Just that one. Oh, no. Apart from Baby Doll. I know Baby Doll as well. But no others. Baby Doll's got a beautiful fleece. And Rena is off for lunch. Is that a hot dog? She eating a hot dog for lunch. She ain't sharing. Ray says that is horrible. Poor babies. I know. Welcome in, Carol. Carol's Crazy Crochet and more. Welcome in, miss. Nice to see you. Oh, sorry. Did that wake you up? Did it wake you up? I don't know what woke her up. Maybe Carol woke her up as she came in. But welcome in, Miss Carol. Riggles says yes. She has cream spots. She is a dilute tortoiseshell. Diluted. Oh, diluted. Poor chickadee. Poor chickadee. And Marina says, I'm sharing my hubby and the patient. We'll let you off then. Fine. fine. Welcome in, Ninj. Good evening. Oh, I lost my arm now. Huh. I'm not welcome to a cuddle anymore? Don't I get a cuddle no more? Have you finished? Finished? Yeah, welcome in, Miss Ninja. Now, I can't do Ninja's little kisses because I need a second hand, and one hand is under Beany's butt, so I can't do nothing. This Monday, it is going to happen. I did not have a doctor's appointment. The only thing that will stop it is if my health goes on Monday. But Monday is the last show and tell. So if you have something to show off, something that makes you smile. You nearly put the wrong one across then, didn't you? If you want to send it over to share, please email me with a picture or two. We can share on the last Monday, which is this coming Monday. The last time we'll be showing pictures from everybody. Whether it's something you've made, might be scenery, might be a fur baby, or a feather baby, or a scaly baby. If it's a flower, or something that someone you love has given you. If it makes you smile, send a pic over and show it off. Miss Michelle, 15 months a seedling. 15 months. Do you know, it's kind of get into my head thinking, okay, I've done 12 months. What on earth am I going to do as the next like milestone bit for the next members pack? What am I going to do? Which do I do? Do I do a year and a half? Or is that too long? Or no, next you go to 2 years. I don't know when to do the next member pack, but what I will be doing is in the members live on the 28th, when we do the giveaway wheel, I will be asking opinions as always, because I've got to put a couple of bits to the members and see what they're going to vote for, because sometimes I ask the members about things that happen on the channel. What do they want to see, or what should be changed, or what should be renamed, or have you got an idea for? Because I haven't got a mind of my own. And I like asking your opinions. So the members give me some ideas and I put them into fruition sometimes. But there's definitely questions I need to ask on Wednesday. So be prepared for that, Mr. Member and Mrs. Member. Miss Ninja feels like poop. I'm not surprised. But it could be one of two things with Miss Ninja, that she's feeling like poop. Michelle, thank you, Miss Michelle. And it's a blue sticker. It's a blue sticker. Do you know what? That might say cool, but I am so on the opposite end of the spectrum to cool. Right now, I am so flipping hot. I mean, you can see by my face, I'm red. But I've got her on me. It doesn't help. No good staring at me. Oh, it's raining. Oh, I can hear the rain. Can you hear the rain? Can you hear the rain? I would so wish you could see her eyes when she does that to me. Thank you very much, Miss Michelle. Thank you. I so wish that came with an ice cube that I could sling down my gullet and calm me innards down with. But thank you. Doris, 18 months is the next milestone in babies. I ain't going to be giving babies away in member packs. Definitely not. 18 months is kind of what I was thinking, but maybe they want to turn around and say, no, you do it again as you did leading up to the year. So a year and 3 months, a year and 6 months, 2 years, and do it that way. We'll have to find out on Wednesday. Welcome back, Miss Soggy. And she's dropped the question of the live again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She says, the question of the live, if you're willing to answer, there is no right or wrong answer. It's just your opinion. That's it. Is crying a sign of weakness or a sign of strength? Your opinion. Amarina, oh, Beany Snuggles. I'm allergic. Do you hear that? She calls you sweet 1 minute and then beautiful the next, and then it's back off. I'm allergic to you. Nice, isn't it? I'm allergic to you too. Getting the side eye. It's very nerve-wracking, I tell you. Doris says, I love the rain. It's finally starting to rain here after the fire weather watch. We are on our... Yesterday we had about 2 hours of rain, roughly. Today, on and off through most of today, we've had about 5 minutes worth of time where it's rain. It's not pouring, it's not spitting, it's just normal rain for about 5 minutes at a time, on and off through the day. But boy, do we need it. Boy, do we need it. Ninja says, been raining here all day. What? That's tickling my leg. Do you mind? I'm getting the side eye. It's very, very concerning. I really, really appreciate the rain. I love the rain. As with Doris, I can so turn around and go, I love it. I love the smell of it. I love the freshness. I love that it brings new life. What I don't love is when there's too much of it and then all my lavenders die, because that's a pain in the butt. Darlene! Welcome in, Miss Darlene. Miss Darlene Lively. She says, good afternoon, Lisa and everyone. I would do your emoji, Miss Darlene, but I haven't got a spare hand right now because I've got a beanie butt in one. Sorry. Otherwise, I'd do your little emoji. But welcome in. Perhaps it rained all day yesterday and rained on and off all day today. So there you go. I've got sort of the same rain as Miss Perp today. Maybe we're sharing. Maybe. Ninja. It's not that kind of channel. Ninja's so rude. So rude. How rude. Perp says, and Hannah had a sponsored walk for school in the rain. How far did she walk? How far did she walk? And you didn't ask anybody for sponsorships here? Why didn't you ask us for sponsorships? We could have helped out. I think that's one thing that I kind of miss. No, let me change the wording. I'm missing out on not having kids. That nobody asks me for sponsorship anymore. It's like, I'm doing a sponsored swim. Will you sponsor me? Now that I can, nobody wants to be sponsored by me. It's not like I can't say, okay, I'm going to do 50p a lap in the pool. No, I'm going to sit in a bath of baked beans. Okay, I'll give you £1 per hour. Nobody wants to do it. I used to do sponsor forms all the time myself, whether that be abseiling or rock climbing or zip wiring or silence, sponsored silence. Me, sponsored silence. Yeah. I used to do so many all the time. I haven't even done any of them now. I ought to. Is Sharon still awake? She's still awake. Maybe she needs a bean to go and sit on her head. Help her sleep. I do want to know what that arm is doing. But my chest isn't going anywhere. Down. Stay down. Darlene says the rain is fine if you don't have to go out in it. Or if you have a leaky roof. Well, yeah, both of those points are certainly well taken. I don't mind being in the rain. I suppose the only time that I moan about the rain and being in it is if it's torrential and I'm only going somewhere. I'm not coming back from, I'm going. I don't mind coming home in torrential rain because I've got the goal at the end of I'm going to have a cup of tea and I'm going to get dry. Whereas if I'm going somewhere in torrential rain, I've got to be in wet clothing for the duration. But I quite like, I mean, I don't enjoy it, but I like being out in the rain because it's fresh. And heck, if I take shower gel with me, free shower. Ta-da! Just saying. 5 miles on public footpath was very muddy. Well, that stinks, Beany. Gee whiz, girl. I've got to give you some mouthwash. Whew. I hope she didn't fall on her bottom because I think that's one bad thing about mud. It's slippy. Okay, not as bad as ice, granted. But you slip on your butt, it hurts a lot. Doris, me too. I love rain walks. I think my favourite time to walk in the rain is when you're going through a wooded area and you're not only hearing the rain for hearing the rain, but you're hearing it on leaves. And it's kind of a completely different sound. And it seems to just kind of waken a wood up. I love it. That I love. I like being in the rain, but yeah, love in a wooded area. I hadn't thought of that until you just said that, Miss Doris. Yeah. I like it. What are you doing? What's up? You've got ages because I'm still talking to them. Doesn't matter how loud you get. Still not moving because I'm talking to them. I heard that. Darlene says, my husband loves falling to sleep with the sound of rain. See, now, I don't know. I mean, I've never done, some people like panpipes and some like whale song and some like just white noise. I've never been one to, look at this. Can you see me? Look what I'm getting. I'm getting some love. I've never been one to like having sound to fall asleep. I'm more of I need silence. Give me complete dark, complete silence, and I'm all good. So I don't think the sound of rain, the sound of rain on a window, I kind of like that. I do kind of like that. Or on a large body of water. but it wouldn't be a sleep thing for me. It's just I guess in a sense, not a sleep thing, but it might be a calming sound, maybe. I mean, I enjoy feeling it, and it makes me think, my garden is going to love this, need this, my water butts need filling up, bring it on. Are you good? Are you good? Just repositioning. But yeah, I hadn't thought of it as just doing a calming thing, but definitely not a sleep thing for me. Sharon says, hate the rain. My hair goes all frizzy. Well, me too, Sharon. Me too. I don't know how bad this is going to get me into trouble. I really don't. And I'm so sorry. But those in the UK will definitely know what I'm talking about. Those outside of the UK may well tell me off. I don't know. But my hair, I could do a gollywog proud. Do you remember the jams with, you can collect the gollywog tokens for, I think it was Robertson's jams? I could do them proud. I really could. So I'm so with you on that one, Sharon, for real. Like, why you've just spent 10 minutes in the mirror sorting your hair out to make sure you look okay when you go outside, and then you go outside, it rains, and you're like, why did I bother? What was the point? Yeah, boy, do I know that one. Laurie Armstrong. Oh, she's got an ooh. Welcome in. Ooh, brainstorm. Let's start a fundraiser. People can sponsor us in a crochet-a-thon. Donate funds to a charity. Yeah, but then it's who? Ow, 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 ow. Ah, I've got my hand back. And it's all sweaty. Can you? No. Can you see just on top of there? No, you can't. Hang on. I've got bean hair stuck to me. My gosh. I needed her to move because boy am I hot. Okay. Who would decide on the charity? Who would be in charge of holding the money? There's a lot of very, 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 very irresponsible people around. But I think it was either last year or the year before. I thought it was a nice idea, but I kind of felt sorry for people at the same time. They were doing, some of you are going to be able to help me with this. Someone started a project and then passed that project with the hook to the next person on the list. That person added to the project and passed it along, etc., 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 until it got finished and then it was donated to charity. But the postage must have been flipping ginormous. And I've also known that, okay, the traveling hook is a different thing. I've just thought, yeah, there's the traveling hook as well, but that's a different thing. There was, for 30-something hours, it might have been last year because it's still kind of in my head. There was 30 hours or something, a crochet-a-thon type thing. But I never found out details for it because I steered clear because there was no way that I was going to be able to do anything for it. So I just avoided like the plague. Ninja says, I love the smell rain falls. Smell of rain is a lovely thing. If that could be perfume, I bet they have perfume like that. It's like me saying I love the smell of old paperback books, and the next thing I've got a Happy Mail with a perfume smelling like old books. I love it. I bet there's one for rain as well, but it's refreshing and it's uplifting. For a lot of people, it's really depressing. I find it uplifting. Riggles says, as thick as our woods are, you don't get rained on unless it's pouring or you come out of the woods. When you're in Riggles' woods, nobody can hear you scream. Riggles said, the images you keep putting in my head and you wonder why I have these images. Oh my gosh, it'll take so long for a body to decompose because the rain can't get to it. Oh, he said, I suppose looking on the other side, see, look, I'm being good. I'm looking on the other side. You'd still be able to hear it on the leaves above you and around you. If you don't feel it, you can hear it and you can smell it. Miss Darlene, she says, how's it going? Better than this morning. Not 100% better than this morning, but better than this morning. But she wants to go on the wheel. She wants to go on the wheel. Give me a second. Because I've got Beany off me, I can actually move you. Oh, I say I can move you and I can't lift it out the pole.
That's what she said.
You wait, it's going to mess up now. Oh, I hope not. But we'll see. Okay. Oh, camera just... No, it's not going to stay there. Okay, you're kind of lopsided. But let me put you over here. And let me add a Darlene to the spinny wheel. Which I think, please somebody correct me if I'm wrong, it's spun next week, I think. And because she's a member, she gets an extra entry. And she's on. She's on the wheel. Now, let me bring you back very, very gently. Gosh, I hope it doesn't. This camera's gotten like my previous one that you touch the lead and it can sometimes turn the camera completely off. So I've got to be so careful. Hang on. Yeah, now I can't get a... Stay. Yeah, it's about as close as I'm going to get. Yes, my love. Now I'm getting the stairs because it's practically that time. And beans I've got my hand free, that means that I can put my hand cream on, which is a bonus. Thank you, Darlene. Thank you. It is appreciated. It is. So thank you. I saw you. Perhaps says Hannah's primary school got enough snowsuits and Wellingtons for all the kids because they said it was good for them to have outdoor play in rain and snow. Well, I agree. I think a lot of parents would be really against that, but I'm not a parent and it's only opinion. I think it's a good thing as well, personally speaking. Oh, I've got to scroll down a little bit with my creamy hands. Ugh. Hang on. Ugh. Ninj says, yeah. I don't know why she was sharing out, but she said yeah. Perp says, hubby says, bye all. He's going to work. Bye-bye, Mr. Perp, even though you've gone. Bye-bye. What, are you going to say bye-bye as well? We done? Is that the end of the conversation? Okay. Take care, Perps Hubby. Karen says, does Nightbot have the correct date? For the members giveaway? Probably. Nope. Nope. The members giveaway is the 26th, not the 28th. So no, Nightbot's date is wrong. But if you can send me a message to let me know to correct it, I'd appreciate it, please. The next wheel is the 28th, which is next week. So at the end of next week's live, the spinny wheel of pinkness will get spun, and somebody on the super chat, super sticker thanks wheel is going to get completely dizzy and then go, woohoo, I won. And it could be anybody. Could be anybody. Thank you for checking on that, Miss Karen, because, yeah, clearly I was thinking of the last Friday, and no, the members only live is on Wednesday. It's on Wednesdays, Lisa. Wednesday, not Friday. So there's 3 lives to do next week. Laurie says, good point. It probably need to be an individual thing. See, now I'm so, thank you. I'm so jealous of those people who can do a live and crochet or paint or scrapbook or journal or do resin or whatever, do a live and do the creation thing at the same time. I am so jealous. I just can't do it. I cannot do it because my gob just goes blah, 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 and then I lose concentration and I mess up and I feel like I'm letting people down, because even when I'm trying to pay attention, like on Fridays, I still miss people out. And then in the timestamps, it will say something like, well, this was in the chat, but Lisa didn't read it out, because I miss bits, but thanks to a lot of jumping, I miss bits and I feel so bad about it. So me crocheting while I'm live, it's just not a good idea. It's really not. I mean, for those of you who did my mystery cal earlier this year, you know that I am not good at talking and doing things at the same time. It's not good. It's not healthy for me, and it certainly ain't healthy for anybody who's listening or watching. Okay, so the last time for the question of the live, if you haven't answered already, give us your answer. Because the question of the live is, do you see crying as a sign of weakness or strength? Do you? There's not a right or wrong answer. It's just an opinion. Amarina says, cabin in the woods. No thanks. Okay, look, we're cabin in the woods. We're not doing horror stories. It's not Halloween yet. You've got another week and a couple of days for that. But cabin in the woods, I don't think I'd want a cabin in the woods. On the edge of the woods, maybe, but not in the woods. Nope. Laurie says her answer to the question of the live is both strength and weakness. It takes incredible strength to allow your weak moments to be visible as tears. Thank you. That was so much better said than the way I said it earlier. Thank you so much. I completely ballsed up that phrase. That's what I was after earlier. You phrased it brilliantly. Thank you so much, Laurie. So I'm going to read that again. Both. It takes incredible strength to allow your weak moments to be visible as tears. Brilliant. Very well said. Riggles says, not this coming Monday, but the next Monday is Turbo's birthday, also known as Halloween. I find it so weird that Halloween is an Irish thing, yet over here it's all in the shops, but it's not really a thing. But in America, they've gone, we love the Irish, let's go. and have taken Halloween as a ritual near enough. I find it bizarre. Bizarre. How bizarre? How bizarre. Dee 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 dee. How bizarre? How bizarre. Yes. I wouldn't sniff my trotters if I were you, because they might be overly cheesy. Angela says, I've enjoyed, but see, look, she's on it with the time. She is on it with the time. Good girl. Angela says, I've enjoyed being in your live chat. All stay safe. Thumbs up, prayers, and thank you, Angela. Riggles says, I managed to make the dragon's belly patch during this live. Are we going to see it? Are we going to see it for Monday? We're going to see it? Marina says she's listening. I don't know if she heard you, but she said she's listening. Okay. I don't know how much you can hear of that or not, because she's a quiet meower. Marina is off. I'm off too. I've been smelling off for a long, long time. Maria says, I'm leaving now. My neighbour passed away and they're doing an online funeral. Oh, that's got to be flipping awful. Take care, Miss Marina. Let me get to the bottom of the chat and then I can say goodbye. Ray, it's always Halloween. Always Halloween. What's the excuse on just one day? It's always Halloween. Riggles says, depends if it is finished. Hugs and love to all. Oh. See, Jennifer, Miss Soggy is going as well. Take care, LadybirD, and everyone in chat. Stay safe. And I'm going to not do what I did last week and end it before I get to say goodbye, because I want to say goodbye. And is that your goodbye? Okay. So you got a goodbye from her. And this is where I say to everybody, if you've been in here for 5 minutes or for the full duration of the 2 and a little bit hours, whether you're watching the replay or whether you popped in, put a thumbs down, thumbs up and ran away again, whatever, I appreciate it. Even those lurkers who like to spy, I know they are spying. Very much so. Doesn't matter. I appreciate it anyway. Thank you to everybody. And a big, big woohoo for those people who have stood up against the bullying that is going on in the community right now. So many people were fearful when I was helping Squish with the anti-bullying campaign. So many were scared to come forward for fear of losing subscribers on their channels, for fear of taking backlash in comments on their channels. And some people that said no back then have now stood up. I say to you, well done. I am so, so pleased that some names have come to light that I've known about for a while, because now I can go, ha, told you so, which makes me very happy. But at the same time, it's really bad because clearly the people are still going. Gee willikers. But everybody, whether you are a troll, whether you're nasty or nice, we all need these. Hands that can sign a thank you. Hands that show strength and fortitude. Hands that show love and care. Hands are wonderful tools. If you know how to use them in the right way, do so. And if you do it in the wrong way,